Hello, everyone. Jeremy Heeb here. By popular demand, I'm here to help walk you through how I create my QR code slash V card slash business card. Many of you have seen, you'll see on the right side of the screen here, this is a view of my phone. And a lot of you have seen me pull up this little image, and you've used your phone to get all of my contact information immediately available inside your phone. I'll show you an example. Here is what my here's what I don't need to be this big. Let's get my there we go. So here's a sample of my email, and I've used this image and stuck it right inside my email signature as well. And to give you a demonstration on how this works, I'll use my phone and I will just be able to go up to a screen or someone who gets my email, or if I'm using this image and showing them on my phone when we're out at an event, you're going to see how it pops up this little link here. I click on that link there, and it pops this up. And you can see here that um, it shows my image, it has my name, title, people can call, email. There's a couple of buttons here. One is to share. So if you want to share your contact or someone else wants to share your contact, they can do it right there. And then this is how the person will add it to their phone. They have two options. One is to send by email, and one is to save to my phone. Well, the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is save to my phone and show you what that looks like. I will have to allow it, and boom, it pops up my iPhone or your phone contact information. And again, it just automatically transfer all of that information into your phone contact. Now, if I were to do the email option, which I want to show you what this looks like because I think this is really cool as well. Um, I'll just send it to myself, of course, and I'm going to go ahead and hit send. Now, I'll wait a couple seconds for that email to come, and I will let you know that this is the tool that I use. Now, it's a pro version. It's not the cheapest thing in the world. If you are going to create a lot of QR codes, you're doing a lot of events, I think it can be worth paying for. But they give you a good 14 free days or 13 free days, and you can make your one QR code for your V card, and that could be all that you ever need it for. But again, it might be worth it for you to um, uh, register and pay for the service if it makes sense for you. So look into that. Here is a sample. I'm just going to go ahead and use Karen Crawford, our sales and marketing director at our Westlake Hills Brookdale. I'm going to use her as my guinea pig and help her out by just basically doing her card for her. And I'm going to show you what we have. I'll check my email real quick and see if my email came in. I am not seeing it quite yet. You know what I could do? I'll just come back down to one of these older ones. Here we go. So this is what the email would you would receive, or the person you send the email would receive. And this is what's really nice. If they open up this V card inside their Outlook, it will also create all of that information for them, and then they can hit save, and you'll be in their Outlook contacts as well. So I think that's really cool. So I recommend that when I'm using it, or when I do use it, I'll be getting people's email addresses as well, and I'll shoot over that V card just to make that next step really easy for them as well. Okay, so back to creating this. I'm going to go ahead and close this tool I was using for sharing my phone view. All right, this is all that we need now. And all right, so basically it will be, you'll come to this spot and it'll say create a QR code. And this is where you're creating a whole new code right here. I will, of course, need to log in. I'm going to close this one out as well. And you have all of these different options for all of these different kind of QR codes. You could have a QR code just for a website. You could have one for all of your social media, coupons, of course, the V card, which is the one we're going to be looking at, all different kinds of things. There's even one for events, which I've kind of looked into. It wasn't exactly what I was looking for, but I could certainly see where it would be a great tool and an option for someone who's looking for the QR code plus a way to kind of manage the registration and everything as well. I was looking to manage my registration for our event through Zoom because it's going to be a virtual Zoom class, and that's how I'm using the registration. So it didn't work for me, but look into those other things. That might be something that makes sense for you as well. We're going to go ahead and go into the view V card, and you'll see that it shows you basically a little sample, and you hit the next button. And then you're just basically going to go in here and design your card. It allows you to go with different colors. You could use the gradient scale if you'd like to do that route. It's going to allow you to upload an image, and then you type in all of your information. You also have the ability to add in your, let's say you want to add your link, your website, or you want to add in your Facebook link to your Facebook page, whether it's your own personal one or your own company Facebook page. I, of course, like the LinkedIn. And you just plug in those links right in there. And then there's also a little welcome screen. I'll show you what that is here in a second, as well as the ability to do some other advanced options like putting a share button, like you saw that I had on mine, allows people to be able to share it. I'm going to go ahead and back out of this one because I've already created one for Karen. And I just want to be able to show you the end result a little bit quicker because it does take some time to put all this information in there. You have the ability to use HTML color codes, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So Brookdale has some very specific color codes that you need to use. Like this is the Brookdale blue. This is the exact code for that color. This is their orange they allow me to use. This is the green that's okay for us to be able to use. So I just use those exact colors to create Karen's. Of course, I've got Karen's photo here. I was able to upload that photo. I've got all of her contact information in here, her mobile number and her phone number with the extension, email address, the company that she works for, her title, the address for that community. I allowed it to show directions where people can click right on here and it's going to give you directions to their location. Really cool, right? Then all of her social media stuff. I've got the Brookdale Westlake Facebook page. I've got the link to their Brookdale website, and I've got her LinkedIn link here as well. And then here is that cool little loading that I was showing you where it shows a little preview. And so as it's loading, it's going to have that logo come up. I thought that was pretty cool too. And for Sharon, I'll go ahead and add the share button for her as well, for Karen, not Sharon. Karen can share. That's what I was trying to say. And then I'll just go ahead and hit save. And once it's done, it's going to take me back to that page. And then you have the ability to download that that QR code. And what I do is I downloaded the QR code and then I emailed it to myself. And then on my phone, I went into my email and then I downloaded that image. So you have the ability to download here, and it's going to ask you how you want to download it. And you have all different kinds of designs and things that you can play with it to make it look different. But when you go to download it, you have a couple different ways to be able to download it. You'll see it pop up here. But the main one is that it's a PNG image. All right. And that is what I will email to myself. Right. There's the one you made for Karen earlier. I'll email that to myself, and then I'll save that on my phone inside my photos. And then whenever I'm out and about, I will go ahead and pull up that image, show that person the code that I have, and they can just scan it and it will pop up. So let's go ahead and pull out my phone. I'll scan Karen's, and in just a few seconds there's that loading logo, and then there's Karen, and I can go ahead and hit save. I can save to my phone. I just hit allow, and there's all of her. Get the light right here. Can you see it? Not really well. Trust me, it's there. It's all of her contact information, as it can be yours as well. Just follow these instructions. It's not rocket surgery, right? Anybody can really do it. Just takes a little bit of time of plugging all this information in and kind of coordinating the emailing yourself the image so you can download that image onto your phone. And once you have that image, I mean, it would be cool if I could stick that on my business card. That would be really cool. I'm going to try to push that through the Brookdale chain, but In the meantime, I can have that image right on my phone, show people. I have it again in the signature of my email. And I think I've had a lot of people that the first time I reached out to them is via email, and they're able to just shoot that right on the screen of their computer and they get it right there on their phone. Hopefully, this has been helpful to you. And for all of you, many of you who have asked me, how do I do that? Hopefully, this answers your question. You have a great day. And of course, I'm always here to help.